Hi guys, welcome back to Voltage Vendetta. As always, all the links for everything we're talking about in the video is going to be linked down below in the description. Okay guys, in this video we're just going to be doing a quick little comparison between the Canon R8 and the Sony A7 III. Let's get into it. Okay guys, so like we just mentioned, we are going to be comparing two different cameras today. So those cameras are going to be the Canon R8 on the left hand side here and the Sony A7 III on the right hand side. So we're going to be comparing them in a few different categories to find out which one comes out on top. So to start off with, we'll start with the Canon R8. So why would you pick the R8 over the A7 III? Well, to start off with, it has more focus points, 360 more focus points. So the R8 has 1053, while the A7 III has 693. Now, the more focus points, the more flexibility in picking which part of the scene to focus on. They also give the image sensor a better probability in identifying the right area for the scene to focus on in more automatic modes. So that's really important there. Now the R8 is also lighter than the A7 III, coming in at 461 grams compared to the 650 grams of the A7 III. Now it also has about 12% less body volume. So now let's move on to the Sony A7 III. Okay, so why would you pick the Sony A7 III over the Canon R8? Well, to start off with, it has more battery, a better battery. So this is something that is quite often overlooked when it comes to cameras, but I think it's a really important factor. So the Sony A7 III has a battery of 2280 milliamps per hour, while the Canon R8 has a battery of 1040 milliamps per hour, which is still really good. But the Sony here does have that much better battery, so that's important to note. Maybe if you're doing a longer shoot like a wedding, it's important to know there. Now the Sony A7 III also has dual card slots, and that really comes in handy with the longer battery. So it has two memory card slots, allowing you to store more photos without switching out the cards, and this is like really useful for long shoots like I just mentioned, like with a wedding, when you need a little bit more space. So that's important to know there. Now the Sony A7 III also has a phase detection autofocus for videos. Now a phase detection autofocus system is faster than a contrast detection autofocus system. Even when recording scenes with a lot of fast movements, the videos are very sharp and very clear, so that might be something to consider there. Now when it comes to deciding between these two, it may just come down to your personal preference, and that is normally the case when it comes to Canon versus Sony. They're both fantastic cameras, but again, there are a few points there that may sway you. Maybe it's the dual card slots of the Sony there. It's not really something that's mentioned a lot, but I do like it. Or the better battery as well, that might sway you as well. But whichever way you decide to go, you're going to be getting a great camera with these two.